Sunday. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the former Louisville Cardinal, Teddy Bridgewater. First play, Bridgewater looking to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame
that wants to play the game on their terms.
On third down, Bridgewater finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries, 69 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Open man right side is Sharp. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Texans, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was pop free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Bridgewater now. And that will be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Gano's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh?
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. They'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Pierce. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. The Texans at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
third and short. They'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. Touchdown, Texans. John Mechie, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have moved out in front. And Jonathan Garibay out for the PAT. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no thought of a return here for Hines. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out. Yeah,
absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater got his man complete over the middle. That's Taylor. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. From the gun, it's Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing, Bridgewater. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. To throw is Bridgewater. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down. Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time
to get going. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. Buying time to his left. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
I'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down. Back to throw again. Forced out to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Garabay's kick is good. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Here's Bridgewater. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. So give him 2. Cameron Johnston to boot it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right. So we have reached halftime.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, second half.
Back underway in the third quarter.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now third down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Back to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. A first down throw for Bridgewater. And his throw is incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for a quarterback for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Bridgewater.
Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley. Complete.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Bridgewater to throw it. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19. From the red zone now, Bridgewater.
On the slant, this is Chark.
Touchdown, Colts! DJ Chark from 19 yards away.
And the Colts are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Gano the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. That time, a 9-play drive.
And it's DJ Chark who finishes it off with a touchdown reception.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And oh, he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
They'll look to throw again.
To Pierce, they set up the screen.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. Garabay's kick is good.
And they take the lead here by 2, 12-10. Give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line.
Now Bridgewater. Over the middle into the hands of Woods. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he gets it down to the 32. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To throw, Bridgewater. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Bridgewater. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Up the middle, here's Taylor. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
On 2nd down and 4, Bridgewater. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 5. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to.
Now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football, and if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves them out there with another chance.
The pass finds Mechie in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. John Mechie with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense.
One there, it's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On third down, here's Pierce. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Indy set to go on offense once more. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
This that they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one. And in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Texans, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.